Hey guys, it's Venom here with a Magic deck profile. I had a request, I can't remember what video it was on exactly, but I got a comment, I think it was on my Pokemon deck profile actually, and it said do a Magic deck profile or do something with Magic, so I was like, okay, I'll do that. Last night, every Friday I go to Friday Night Magic. I had to skip a few weeks because I was grounded from going there. For long story short, it was really stupid, but the deck that I run, or I've been running since I started Magic, is Mono Blue Budget Delver. The deck is working pretty decent for a budget deck. Out of the 4 tournaments I've been in, 3 of the tournaments I've been 1 away from getting the top 8 cut. One of them was the top 4 cut instead of top 8. So, and there generally has been 25 to 30 people there, I'm thinking. Maybe sometimes less, but anyways. So I pretty much have been really close with this deck. This is the deck build that I ran last night. The sideboard I did not really use that much last night, but I do have reasons for everything in my sideboard. Let's go ahead and talk about the deck real quick. First up, I've got 4 Delver of Secrets. Delver is kind of obvious. I'm running Mono Blue Budget Delver. This card is literally the key to everything. This is what you want in your opening hand every game. It's really good, works really well. And the deck, you can just set them up so well, especially with Ponder. Him and Ponder in first opening hand with 2 land is amazing, because then you can just go from there and own. The other key creature is Invisible Stalker. It's hexproof, which is what makes it amazing, and the fact that it's unblockable just makes it even more amazing. Yes, it is a 2-drop for only a 1/1, but that 1/1 with a Runechanter's Pike on it adds up to a whole lot of damage every turn. So, he's really good and can cause a lot of damage. And the last creature I have is 1 Phantasmal Image. I'm wanting to bump this up to 2, but I only own 1 at the moment. So, Phantasmal Image is really good. Copy an opponent's creature that's causing me problems to get rid of it, or copy my Stalker to keep swinging for even more power, you know, just different things like that. For equipment, I have 3 Runechanter's Pikes. This card's amazing. I have lots of instant and sorceries. This card pretty much is what wins the game most of the time. If I win the game, it's because of this card right here. Of course, I have won many games without it, but that card really is one of my many win conditions. Next up, I've got 4 Gut Shots. I only main this because I have problems with creatures. My opponents, there's a lot of Delver decks at my locals, and there's also a lot of black-white tokens. So what I do is I'll Gut Shot their Champion of the Parish before it even gets any counters on it, because once it gets counters on it, it can be a pain in the butt. But this is really just for my meta. If you were building my deck, depending on your meta, I would actually sideboard at least 2 to 4 of those, because they're not as good in maybe your locals. And this is why I also run a whole lot of monster removal kind of stuff. But anyways, 4 Vapor Snags, best monster removal, or it's really good. Pops it back to the hand. They put out a Titan. Yes, they get to reuse its effect, but hey, that's a Titan that they can't use that turn again, and they lose a life. But it can kill a lot of cards. I don't know why I said Titan, but oh well. 3 Unsummons. It's another Vapor Snag pretty much, except it does not deal 1 damage to the opponent. I just like having these return back to hand, so that way when they declare attackers, they think they're about to win, and I go, nope, unsummon. You're not going to beat me this time. 3 Thought Scour. This goes hand in hand with your Runechanter's Pike. You mill yourself 2, hope you mill 2 instants or sorceries that you don't need at that time, and then you draw a card, and then you've set up for 2 more, or anywhere from 0 to 2 more added on to Runechanter's Pike. Plus, it's another draw power. 4 Ponders. It sets up for your, your Delvers. If this plus Delver in opening hand, as long as you have at least 1 land, I prefer 2 land, but 1 land will work too. It's an amazing card. And for those who play Yu-Gi-Oh!, Ponder's pretty much a pot to do out. Think Twice. Really good card. You can use it at the end of your opponent's turn if you were... Like, I've found a lot of times where I've had a Runechanter's Pike and a Mana Leak in hand, and I decided not to put a Runechanter's Pike out because I only have 2 land and I wanted to keep my Mana Leak open. And then, of course, my Mana Leak becomes unplayable that turn. I'd like to have this kind of card in hand where I can just drop in and say, okay, I draw a card. Since you didn't make me use my Mana Leak, I'm going to draw a card for that. So, it's just nice that I can use it at the end of my opponent's turn. I'm at 4 Mana Leaks. Mana Leaks is amazing, or Mana Leaks are amazing. Really good. And I've bluffed so many times with Mana Leak in my hand. People, like, if I only have 1 land untapped, I'll sit there and say mana leak, and then I was like, oh crap, I don't have the mana for it. Next turn, I leave 2 mana open, even though I don't have any mana leaks in my hand, and they're like, oh crap, he's got a mana leak he can play, I gotta play around it. And then they play around it without knowing that I really don't have a mana leak in hand. So it's really easy to manipulate your opponents with it. Dissipate, it's basically a 3-drop mana leak, except it exiles it, and they don't have an option to stop it unless they counter it too. And then I've got 20 islands, because I don't like... it seems at 18 I always get mana, like just don't get the mana I need. And then at 21 or 22 mana I always get mana flood. And then 19 to 20 has been perfect for me. I'm only keeping it at 19 for 20 at 20 for now because it makes the deck more even. For the sideboard, which as I said I don't use it that much, these are really just cards that used to be in the main board that I found better cards for. Remember, this is my first and only Magic deck at the moment, so I'm not that amazing with the sideboard yet. So, 4 Phantasmal Bears, a 2-2 for a 1-drop 2-2 is pretty nice. Pretty nice, that's all I have to say. Phantasmal Dragon, it's only in there for really the black-white tokens, because all they do is drop spirit tokens like crazy, which kill Delver easily, while this makes their spirit tokens less useful, so I like it for that reason. Of course, now all 6 of those probably aren't going to stay in the sideboard, they're just in there for now. Trepanation Blade, I used it like once, I think, in the whole tournament, and then the last 1, 2, 3, the last 4 cards you'll see of my sideboard, or the last 8 actually, the next 8 are the ones that I actually did use somewhat. But Trepanation Blade, it can pump up quite a bit, or it could just end in a disaster. Hopefully it ends in a huge pump up for you, which is really nice. And plus it mills your opponent's deck out a little bit, and you can use Thought Scour against your opponent in that case instead of yourself. But anyways, 4 Gitaxian Probes, it's fun to see your opponent's hand and get a free draw. It's really nice, and that all you have to do is pay 2 life or a blue mana for it, which it's not that bad to pay 2 life all the time. As you can see with me running 4 gut shots in the main board. But anyways, 1 Thought Scour, so I have 4 of them dispersed between the main and sideboard. And same with Think Twice, just so I have 4 of them overall. And then the last 2 cards are 2 Dismembers. I use this a whole lot. It saved me a whole lot. I'm thinking about siding out 2 gut shots for these 2 and then having it like that. So if you enjoyed the video, rate, comment, subscribe. If you did not enjoy the video, let me know, and I may or may not do any more Magic or Pokemon stuff on my YouTube channel. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure I will be doing Pokemon a little bit more because people are liking the Pokemon videos. So I don't know. Please go check out my contest video, guys. I really want multiple people to enter, not just one. Right now, I only have 1 person planning on entering it that I know of. And 1 person entering with a top 2 prize equals not good. If I have at least 5 people enter the tournament, then I will do the prizes. If less than 5 people enter, I might not do the competition because it's not as, or the contest, not competition. But I might not do it because there's not really much point in it because you're pretty much guaranteed to win if you are the only 2 that enter. So I don't know. So if I get at least 5 people entering it, I'll be happy. If I don't, who knows what'll happen. I might just keep the $50 for myself. But, so go check out my contest video. Go check out all the other videos I have up now. I've been uploading a little bit more lately. And rate, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video or any of my others. So, well, I will see you in the next video.